Welcome guys to the Red G Fox channel. Today we are talking about the members of the wedding, or sometimes even called the engagement. It debuted on NBC on November 9th, 1973. IMDb gives it an 8.0. I gotta say there are some parts that remind me of an 8-point episode, but then there's some parts that just don't cut it for me. So let's get right to it. The summary. So it looks like Fred and Donna are finally ready to tie the knot. It's about time as well. Fred has put it off long enough. He's had multiple times with other women. He almost blew it, and Donna forgives him, always takes him back. But now we have a new issue. We know how Lamont feels about Donna. He doesn't like her, he calls her the Barracuda, and he many times has put a wrench in their plans to get married. So now what can Lamont do? His dad comes to him, says, "Hey, son, we're getting married, this is it." He's got to come up with some kind of idea or plan, something to stop his dad. But instead of something, he brings in someone. Yes, that is the great Aunt Esther. We know she does not want any other woman around here, still thinks Fred's actually married to his deceased wife. Not only that, Lamont's going to bring in the entire family, which is going to make this say "I do" to "I can't." This should be fun. Let's break it down. Fun facts. I don't know. If you don't know, you might learn something new. So fun facts is we give you something from the show you might not have known. When we hear Aunt Esther's husband's name Woody, we instantly think of the very funny Raymond Allen. He played Woody the Wino in 9 episodes in Sanford and Son's history. But did you know he wasn't the first actor to play Woody? That honor belongs to DeForest Coven. For some reason, they just used him in 1 episode. Maybe they just didn't feel he was right. Either way, I like the change, but still, he was the first Woody. Right here you see Fred's chasing Lamont. He's got his bat out, and he accidentally knocks the prop cake. You see the little rubber bounce right there. He goes to fix it, and I think he realizes, let's just leave it, just in case you missed that. We also get a mistake here by Donna. She actually calls Osgood Wilcox Osgood Perkins.
Another marriage proposal. What? Do you remember Osgood Perkins?
Osgood Perkins. Everyone knows he is Osgood Wilcox, one of the most memorable characters in show history, and you called him Osgood Perkins. I don't know how they did that mistake, or why they even did it.
He's a patient I've worked for. Remember, I brought him to the house one night.
That old invalid? You got to be kidding me.
Next, we're going with familiar faces. This is where we break down actors from the show who might be from other episodes and look familiar to you. Starting with Esther Sutherland. She played Aunt Minnie. She passed away in 1986, sadly at only the age of 54. In her career, she did 23 total movies and shows, including 4 episodes of The Jeffersons, another episode in Sanford and Son, a movie called Hell Up in Harlem. She was the cook. Baby, I'm Back. Remember that one? That was DeMond's short-lived series, was actually pretty good. And she was in Stir Crazy, the movie, playing Sissy. And last, don't forget working 9 to 5. Next is Dorothy Mayer. She played Aunt Flossie. She passed away in 1987 at the age of 62. Now, she appeared in 47 different movies or shows, 3 episodes of Sanford and Son, including another episode from the spin-off series of Grady as well. 3 episodes of That's My Mama. 6 times she was in the soap opera Days of Our Lives. The 1975 hit movie Airport. And more of Sanford and Son spin-offs in Sanford Arms. Plus she did The Jeffersons, 227, one of my favorite shows, Murder, She Wrote, and her last appearance coming after she passed away with a character ironically named Esther in a movie called Wildfire. Let's go with our next actor, Alvin Childress. He played Reverend Tremble. He passed away just a year before our last one, Dorothy, at 1986 at the age of 78. He appeared in 32 movies and shows, including Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, 78 episodes of the Amos and Andy Show. Wow, that's a lot. Appeared a second time in Sanford and Son as the Reverend again, 2 episodes of The Jeffersons, Cheech and Chong's Next Movie, and 2 other shows, one called Fish and one called Vision, both as a Reverend. I guess people really like to see this guy playing a Reverend. Here we go with our next actor, of course, Woody. DeForest Coven. He played Uncle Woody this one time. He passed away in 2007, not too long ago, at the age of 89. He was in a boatload, 53 movies and shows. Ironically, same as our last actor, Alvin, Cheech and Chong's next movie, When a Stranger Calls, really good movie. Gabrielle's Fire, that was a show, he was in 4 episodes. Appeared in an episode of Martin, NYPD Blue, 25 times in That's My Mama as the actor Josh. And coming in at our last one, that is Bobby Johnson. He played Uncle Edgar. He passed away in 1982 at the age of 72. He did the most out of everyone in today's show. That is 99 total movies and shows. He appeared in the episode of The Jeffersons, like most people on this. 2 episodes of Mod Squad. The same movie that we talked about earlier with Airport. An episode of The Monkees. I enjoyed that show. 5 episodes of Hazel. The Amos and Andy Show 11 times. The Jack Benny Program 4 times. And Racing Blood, a movie. Alright guys, episode breakdown. This is where we give a real quick story about basically what the episode is with some clips, photos, and just our opinions.
How long have we been engaged?
Oh, now I know what you're getting at. You want to know when we're going to get married?
Right. I have an important decision to make.
What kind of decision?
So as we just saw in the clip, that's it. Donna's put the pressure, Fred finally caved in, and they're ready to get married, and they come back and they tell Lamont. Rollo, surprisingly, is all for it. He's excited for Fred, but Lamont's not having it. He explains to Rollo. Rollo's like, why are you worried? You're not marrying her. He's like, I can't have it. And he gives all his reasons and excuses.
Thinking about bringing them together? That's what you thinking is. You thinking about bringing all them together. But your pop don't want that, does he?
So as Rollo just pointed out, Lamont's got a plan to bring all them together. His mother's side of the family, they're not going to get along. Fred, at the meantime, doesn't know. He's got his nice hat, his tuxedo, and then all of a sudden, Lamont tells him, hey, Esther found out, and the rest of the family's coming. He's not too thrilled about this. But what Fred doesn't know is that Lamont's going to stab him in the back and say complete lies to the family about Donna and Fred.
They're out taking the wedding pictures. I don't think they like the atmosphere around here.
Oh, pardon me.
So Lamont is totally sabotaging Donna with the rest of the family. She doesn't even get an equal chance. They start grilling her about how you get to handle, how you get to be a mom, how you get to do all these things. Fred is dealing with his other-in-laws, which he doesn't even like, and we have a clip on that later, which is hysterical. So it's all blowing up exactly as Lamont planned. Esther comes out because she's had it. Why? Because Donna called her a witch. And what is Fred's thoughts on all this? And Lamont is just loving this.
Nerve to call us witches. And she was right. You 3 ugly witches. And you married your husband and turned him into frogs. Get out of here.
So Fred's got his bat now. He's ready to wreck shop. He wants them all out. Every time the family comes, just like when Lamont almost got married, now Fred's going to get married. He throws them all out, including Woody the Wino. Let's see Esther take care of him.
This Louisville slugger will knock you out. And take this man out of here with you. Come on, look at
But what I love about this, as great as that is that Lamont can't get away with this. Fred, it hits him. Wait a minute, you knew this would happen. And now he gets to go after Lamont. This is what a lot of fans get pissed about this with Lamont, is that he always causes problems and he usually gets away with it, but not in this one. Fred's like, you know what, Reverend Tremble, you might as well stay because there's going to be a funeral instead of the wedding. And he chases him and he threatens him with that bat. That is so hysterical. All right, we got to end the show on a positive note. This is where I show the top 2 funniest clips in my opinion, starting with number 2. Let's get to that.
both of you. You don't hey, wait a minute, Fred. You can't put us out. We your relatives. You're a damn lie. Ain't nobody in my family like either one of y'all. Now get your
I never get tired of Fred tossing people out of his house. Now let's get to the funniest clip in my opinion, and of course it involves Esther.
Woodrow, you came here with tea. Do you want to leave the tea?
That is so good. Oh God, I love Esther. So overall, our channel's thoughts, I got to give it a 7.8. I don't think it's 8.0 because from start to finish, I just don't feel it's as top quality as all the other number 8 or 0 or higher rated episodes. But I do enjoy it. The fact that the top 2 clips are towards the end, I think there's a lot of setup, and then the jokes really kick in when they get to the whole family gathering. So I do enjoy the episode. It did give me a laugh, but I would probably say it's in my lower 20s out of the top 136. I rarely watch this episode. When I'm looking for a good laugh, I don't really go to this one. That said, it still is a hysterical parts, I would say, a second half. And then the good news at the end, you get to see Fred tell Donna that cake is going down Lamont's throat, and it's going to be a new version of Deep Throat. But that is it on this episode. Please comment below. Let me know, do you like me to go back to my old ways where you actually see me and I chat, or do you like it where I do it this kind of style? I'm okay with either or. I'm just trying to lively it up and change it up once in a while so it doesn't become stale. But either way, leave a comment, leave a like if you like it, and if you haven't ever, subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great week. Talk to you later. Peace.